You put the doodling band shows like that?
I never actually took JSANO. I first heard about it from a guy coming in the store. He just told me that he got this great job teaching kids how to cook. I didn't even realize it existed at that point. So if they would have had guitar and I would have known about it, I would have been here in a heartbeat. But I didn't know about it until a few years ago. And then when I did find out they had a different guitar instructor, so I just, through attrition, I waited him out, and then when he was done, I sent my application as fast as I could. As soon as I found out that it was available and it was something that they wanted to do, I had been teaching guitar since I was 16. I said, I'm perfect for this, I want to do this.
All right. Were you self-taught with guitar?
Nobody's really self-taught. It's not something that exists, right? You have to acquire your information from somewhere. I didn't receive formal training in the way that I went to a classroom or that somebody instructed me specifically on what to do, but you know, there's books, there's videos, I had an array of teachers instead of actually going to one place. So it's great that they get to come to one place and they get to come see me and have a resource for all that information that I get. Because I'm convinced that if I had a guy like me teaching me guitar, I'd be a lot better today than I am.
On, pull off. You guys can hear that, right? I've picked once, I hammer on, I pull
So
off.
let's pick up our guitars and let's try to get this going on. Let's get some of this hammer on, pull off. Let's start with finger number one.
There you go. Now the reverse.
It was practical skill. I know what I'm doing, right? It's something that I love and I invested a lot of time in. If you invested that amount of time into anything else, if you invested that kind of time into nuclear energy, you would be qualified to teach nuclear energy, right? It's my passion. There's probably nothing that I've spent more time doing in my whole life than working on my guitar skills. So that's the guy you want teaching you. We, my first semester, that was 3 semesters ago, we did a summer program. And I think I had 20 people for the first class, and it was 18 kids and 2 grown adults. So I had these 2 adults in a classroom filled with children, and I ended up dividing into beginner and into intermediate. And actually the 2 adults ended up playing at the JSANO recital at the end of the whole thing. So I had a mix, but if you're beginning on the guitar, you're beginning on the guitar. It almost doesn't matter what age you are. So everybody walked away from the class with something to take it from it. Now it's divided. Now I have adults and I have kids. I don't mix them, but you know, if you want to come to the summer and want to learn how to play.
Technique will make up for where you are lacking in motor skills, or where your baby finger is ridiculously small, enabling you to do anything guitar related. That's not anybody here, that's from past classes. But like, technique will make things easier on you. The better your technique is, the less hard you're going to have to work at playing, and the more successful you will be at playing, and the faster you'll get. Our natural instinct is to hold the pick flat against the string. Flat like this, right? That's how we're all playing right now. We're all playing flat against the string. If we are to turn the pick on a 45-degree angle, almost so it's aiming here, so we're kind of cutting the string. 45 the other way.
This way.
There you go. Now push through the strings. It's smoother. It's easier. Your technique has just eliminated how much resistance from the guitar.
That's still flat, right? What if you're I'll just exaggerate and I'll get my finger out of the way. Like this instead. So here, it just glides down the strings. Instead of all the resistance I feel when I'm doing this, now I'm gliding down the strings. But I want you to go forward on it instead.
Somehow we're
Like that, yeah.
like that.
You find a comfortable medium and just press through the string.
My pick, my foot. Yeah. Flexibility in the picks would be so good. Like, you don't want too much consistent. I have these fingers out.
The way that the fall class or these semesters work, I tell the board that they can't have both. I can teach them how to perform, or I can teach them. I can't. They're separate skills. And even when I talk with the music teacher at the high school, she says the same thing. To expect me to teach them music and to prepare them for a recital are separate things, right? So I like to take the fall classes and the spring class and take the pressure off, because a lot of these people wouldn't sign up if there was a recital, because there is a stage fright factor. But you know, take the pressure off. I'm just going to teach you guitar. You don't have to play for anybody. And that's the way that these run, but there will be a recital in the summertime. You know, it's not, nobody needs to pick up the guitar and aspire to be the greatest guitarist ever. You know, it's not an expectation that you need to put on yourself, and it's not an expectation that I have of you. The only thing that I want to do is I want to help you have more fun with the guitar. If you have a guitar sitting in your house, most people do, right? Most people have a guitar that's sitting there and collecting dust. Grab it, come down, and I will teach you how to have more fun with it. You don't have to be a rock star to have fun. You know what? It's a release. People feel more satisfied if they spend their time practicing music than if they watch TV. I have so many guys that come to me and they say, this is what I want to do when I get home from work. They have no aspirations of performing for the entire world, but it's something that they love. And I can help them get there, and I can further their interest in it. So come down, I'll teach you. See, there's a financial aspect to being an instructor, but to be perfectly honest with you, I make more money teaching private lessons. If I was to take everybody in that room and divide them, then I would make more money. Or even if only a quarter of them came for private lessons, I'd make more money. But there's just something to the fun environment of being in a classroom, to have people be able to bring their peers that I wouldn't normally get to see, that it's rewarding for me to teach them. And obviously we have a good relationship. You can see in the class, you know, I make friends at the same time. So it's not just a formal half an hour and whatever. I feel like I gain friends, and it's something that we have in common, and every time I see them we talk about guitar. So I just find more people that have the same interest as me. No matter what the level, we all just love music and we get to talk about that.
You know what you do to practice though, right? When you get home, turn the amplifier up to like 1,000. You gotta get parents out of school, I ask them. They said turn it up as loud as we go. So you get that forcefully. I pick the open string, right? This is finger number one. Finger number one's gonna have to use a ridiculous amount of force to get another sound.
A ridiculous amount of force.
Ridiculous.
Like how?
Like as hard as you can hit it. Is good, at least for now. Until you get used to it. I pick open. I use power to hit in the 4th fret. The power is what gives me the
There's a
sound.
big difference without
Here. I use that word here, not here.
So you can go like a little thicker.
Little finger, and then on this hand, tap in the 12th fret. Now pull that off. Now pull that off. That's it. You gotta hammer it though. Hit it hard. Exactly. Take your middle finger. Don't show me it, that's obscene. You can hold the pick at the same time though. That's why we use the middle finger to tap. Because we can also hold the pick at the same time. It is strong. So what we're gonna do, forcefully hit the 12th fret. Flick down, pull off here. That has to be down the hold. Hold that down. Fantastic. Keep doing that over and over again.